these posts and pictures I can take of them. And so I have an album that I save stuff in, and I'm kind of giving away secrets, I guess. But
I do that.
But then I just post them when I have time, or
Right.
when it's the right season. And I mean, they always get tons of likes, so they really help me out as far as the algorithm for sure. But yeah, I mean, you just make it what it is, and like you said, I'm glad you're not stressing about it, because it should be fun. And if it's not fun, that shows on camera.
Right. And it's like I used to have to force myself to come up with ideas. Mm-hmm. And the question I had for you was something that you said right in the beginning, was that you have things set for so many months in advance.
Yeah.
So
1 to 3
that's
months.
Brilliant. And then if, like the bear story, that was huge.
Yeah.
So you interrupted it to put that. So do you go back to the people and say, because it's in my brand is important to me, and that's why I never had anybody do social media for me, is because I felt like it had to be mine. And and do you ever run across that? How do you know what to post?
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, the biggest thing that we start off with is understanding who their brand is, how they're represented already online, how they want to be perceived. Every brand has a tone and a style, so we really learn to get to know that. And then certainly, I mean, there's always like a 3-month time frame where we're getting to know them, they're getting to know us, until everything's really ironed out and smooth sailing for sure. But
that's
and
cool
then also
that you
we're
take that time and that you realize that that's important.
Yeah, I mean, we're highly involved with, I mean, we're their, most instances, their top marketing tool. You know what I mean? They're how they're perceived. So we have to get it right for sure. And so that's why we do a 1-year contract. So we have the ability to get to know you, and then you can see the results once we do know you. And like I said, get it smooth sailing from there. And then what we do is we try to understand what it is you're trying to accomplish. So we're fortunate to work with Bay City Town Center, formerly Bay City Mall. And we know that we're battling against Amazon. If you can get it in 2 days, you're going to get it in 2 days.
That's
So what we post is typically top of mind awareness when you need it now. So, for example, like the St. Patrick's Day Parade, we know a ton of people are going to dress up. Kids are going to dress up for school, for their school parties and all those different things. So if we post it like a day in advance, and it's last minute reminders, but it's not technically last minute, as you know, like we're not last minute with it. We know that this is the time frame to do it, or we post it day and a half in advance. Then it's kind of like, I got to get it. I got to get it now, so I'm going to stop in and get it. And when they're in there, maybe they're going to stop at Annie Ann's and get some pretzels. I know I would. And so, so that's kind of our philosophy behind things. If we can, and the biggest thing, I mean, we love working with Bay City Town Center because for a while they didn't have the best vibe. People kind of thought on them like, hey, is this place going to stick around, and all these different things. And what we did is when we stepped in there, we knew we couldn't focus on what we didn't have. We could focus on what we had. So we just continue to say, hey, if you need this, stop in the Spencer's. If you need this, come over to Roll 21. Or we have JCPenney's. Or we tease, hey, something's new's coming to the food court. Now it's PetSmart. And I wish I could say what's going into Target, but I can't.
But you know?
I do, and it's driving me crazy. But
can you shake your head yes or no? You won't verbally say it.
Yeah, you're going to get me in trouble.
I'm just so happy something is.
But something's coming, and it's great. And so people are now seeing that. And now if you look at the page, there's hardly any negativity because we've addressed it by not battling against it. But we certainly, if somebody asks a question and has something going on, we're right on it. I remember it was... I think it was the night before Memorial Day, and somebody couldn't get into the online banking account. And 11-something at night, I'm helping them with steps on how to do so.
Wow,
they're
that
like,
was
"Thank
really
you,"
nice
and then they're rolling. So it matters. It really does matter. So if you can jump on it and pay attention to it, and have share it throughout your team, so you're not always on it, so nobody gets burned out. But it's really, I mean, there's endless things that can happen through social media. Like I said, I got my wedding sponsored, so I mean, anything.
Tell us about that.
Happen. Sure. So when the wife and I were looking to get married, and we started realizing the cost that has to go with it, I'm like, wait a second, we can figure this out.
You're always thinking.
Yeah. So I put together a presentation, presented to the in-laws, and I said, hey, let's do this thing called a sponsored wedding. And they're like, all right. And everybody's a little like, I'm not sure about that. And I'm like, just hear me out. So I put together a proposal and some guidelines, and first place I went to was a cake company in Midland. And I said, hey, we can give you social media coverage. We can give you radio coverage. We can give you TV coverage. We can give you Great Lakes Bay Magazine, full-page ad coverage. And we'll put your logo on the back of our thank you cards, our programs, our save the dates. We'll put your logo on the screens at the reception. The cake cutting will be announced that it's sponsored by your company. And so we try to provide them with a wide variety of marketing exposure and trade for a cake, knowing that the cheapest advertisement is trading something. You know,
Right.
providing a cake
Yes.
is going to cost some pennies compared to having radio coverage and having print coverage and all those different things. And so I went home and I was like, hey, we got a free cake. And then like, all right. And then the next week I'm like, hey, we got a free photographer. And then and I kept going through that. And so it took probably about 3 or 4 before they're like, all right, I guess this is a possibility. We partnered with the Mix 106.3, and so they brought us on the morning show for 6 weeks so we could talk about all the different companies we're working with. They gave them those radio coverage. TV5 came out and covered the different stuff that we had going on a couple different times. NBC 25 did the same thing.
Oh, my gosh.
And then I only got an hour's sleep the night before the wedding because I was doing everything. But like we had United Financial Credit Union jump on board, so then we decided to do a dollar dance. And so we actually had a company that sponsored that built a fake ATM. And so we brought that on the dance floor and we put fake dollars in it, and they got their kind of 15 minutes of fame.
Oh,
and so
how fun.
we just kind of built on everything. We put all the logos on the outside of the limo bus, so as we traveled from the church to the reception hall, they got that exposure. So we just really made it a big event, and certainly we kept the ceremony traditional. You know, people thought there'd be logos on my tux or something of that sort, and there wasn't. It was more of a traditional wedding besides the programming, having the logos on the back. And then the reception is where we went to town. So like I said, every segment had a company affiliated with it, and we had a lot of fun. We saved over $20,000.
Wow, that's really
we even
nice.
got the house that we were moving into didn't have air conditioning, so we had a company donate the unit and fully install it at no cost.
You
we
are
had
something.
a cabinet company donate all of our kitchen cabinets, so we got those as well. So that's, for me, shows you that the possibilities are endless with social media, and that's what gets me the most excited, is just a little creativity can really make anything happen.
Oh, I love it. That is so fun.
That's called bartering.
Yes, yes. That is, it's so smart. You're so smart. I don't know if social media wasn't around, you'd be so bored somewhere.
Yeah.
Working somewhere in a little cubicle somewhere, all sad.
Yeah, my wife's having the family's from Bern, Indiana, which is kind of like an Amish town, and I'm like,
Oh my God.
and we stayed at their aunt and uncle's house, and they didn't have really strong Wi-Fi, and I'm like, what am I going to do?
Yeah. Somebody help.
Yeah, it's probably good for me though. It's
That's
good to
so
unplug.
funny. We're going to take a little break, and then we're going to return with Jeff DeHaven here in studio. We're having fun. I hope you are too.
Ladies, do you wish just for once you could take a drink and your lipstick would not leave a mark on your glass? Or do you want to have a night out on the town and not worry about your poppin' red lipstick rubbing off on your teeth or your napkin or your man's collar? Well, I have the perfect solution. My name is Misty, and I'm an independent distributor for Senegence, the maker of Lip Sense long-lasting liquid lip color. This long-lasting liquid lip color is kiss-proof, waterproof, smudge-proof, and feather-proof. It will last up to 18 hours. Now you can eat, drink, and kiss with confidence. Know that your long-lasting lip color will stay where it's meant to stay until you choose to remove it. Please visit www.momkisses.com or my Facebook page, Mom Kisses, to order yours today. To schedule a demo, please email misty@momkisses.com.
So, Deb Z,
Yes.
you and I both use those lip colors. What do you think of them?
I'm loving them. When you first told me about them, I thought, oh, that cannot be true. That I could put lipstick on and it would stay all day. But it does, and it doesn't kiss away.
And you're a kisser.
I'm a kisser. I'm a big kisser.
And, you know, so many times when I'm doing dishes here and people with lipstick, it's so hard to get it off of the glasses.
Yes.
But ours doesn't come off on the glasses.
No, it doesn't. Juliana won't let me kiss her, but they don't. I let you kiss me. It's not on the lips anymore.
And so the other good thing about it is I only have to put it on once a day. And really, sometimes at night when I get home, it's still on there. and there's a lip gloss that goes over it and seals it, and it keeps them nice and moist and
shiny.
And shiny.
I like that shiny look.
Yep.
Yes.
So
and it
make
does
sure
stay.
you call Misty Houston. It's Mom Kisses on Facebook.
And make sure you do call her because you don't want your kisses to go away.
That's right. Permanent kisses.
Permanent kisses.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Misty Houston, for advertising with us. We just love you and your product. So we're here in studio with Jeff DeHaven from the Digital Mitten. He is the president and CEO.
You can call yourself anything you want.
You
when
can.
You own a company.
I call myself founder.
There you go.
Massage therapist, yes. So your day is very full and just frenzied. So when you get home at night, are the kids still up?
Yeah. I usually try to be home no later than 5.
And
and then
good. That's good.
We're one of those that eat at like 5:15.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, I make it home for dinner. I try not to do a lot in the evenings. And then like tonight, I was able to eat dinner. My oldest is going to Bible camp, so she goes off to VBS, and then I'll pick her up tonight. So, but yeah, usually we are, reading to the kids.
Oh, good.
Or my oldest likes to play a game before we go to bed.
What's her favorite game?
Or anything she wins, to be honest.
Oh.
And so, but it's Guess Who, Connect 4, Trouble, Life. We play them all. Candyland. And then usually about 9, all the kids are in bed. My wife and I can actually download on how our day went.
Oh, good.
Last night I was stuck watching The Bachelor.
And you actually sat and watched it.
Kind of. It was
Kind of.
I was doing stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, she likes to watch
But
it.
you were physically
I made
there.
her popcorn because I know she's home with the
Aw.
kids, and she needs a break. So, but yeah, we just try to do something fun. If we can go to like the store, go grab ice cream or
Oh, good.
something of that sort before they go to bed, then that's what we try to do.
Good. So you
I'm
guys
usually
have
out
a
by
good
10. I
summer
feel like an old
usually,
man.
huh?
Yeah, we try to pack in a lot, try to maximize, enjoy the warm weather while we got it for 3 months.
Yeah, we don't have.
Yeah.
It's been kind of weird weather this year too, hasn't it?
Back and forth for sure.
Yeah, it's been odd. So have you always lived in Michigan?
Kind of. I was born in Florida, and then we moved up when I was in 3rd grade. So since 3rd grade, I have been here. I grew up in Midland, went to Midland High, graduated from there, and then 8 years or so ago, I moved to Saginaw. My wife's from Saginaw, so at the time I was working in Bay City. She was working in Bridgeport. Saginaw was in the middle,
Oh, right.
and just kind of stayed here ever since.
Well, good. Saginaw's nice.
Yeah, we like it. And then I'm usually in Midland twice a week. I'm usually in Bay City a couple times. So I'm always on the go. So.
Yes, you are. That's good. So what is your favorite part of this job that you have?
My job?
Yes.
Well, probably my boss.
He's really nice.
We really get along.
I hear he's nice too.
Yeah, we're always on the same page.
Thank God.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be pretty.
Yeah. Probably, like I said, the flexibility. Family's everything to me. Family's first. So the ability that I can go to dentist appointments, that I can go to school functions, that I don't have to feel guilty about doing so, really, really means a lot to me. So to have that opportunity is the best. And I'm fortunate that, kind of we can pick and choose who we want to work with. Mm-hmm. Not everybody's a fit for us, and we'll tell people straight up. And so I'm honored to have that opportunity, you know what I mean, that we're not, hungry for clients or, trying to always out there looking for what's next. And I devote that to kind of, I felt like I put in my years of service, and now I'm kind of seeing the benefit of that. So that's been great. And then it's just like I said, there's always new things going on, new things to mess around with. We just picked up this thing. It's called a Facebook counter. And so it has, as people like our page, it actually changes the number in real time. It's like a little
Wow.
old school clock that has like the flip numbers.
Oh, cute.
And so that's always exciting to walk in and see that or see it go up during the day. And I guess I just feel like the possibilities are endless for sure. We launched a YouTube show in March where we kind of do behind the scenes at our office and kind of showcase what we're all about. So if you get bored, you can check that out, Digital Mitten on YouTube. And so I I guess that's everything. It's just
So the whole package is your favorite.
yeah.
That's
it's
cool.
It's truly it's a dream job. It really is.
That's really good. So many people don't have those. So and always